5, 6, 7, and. I am unwritten, can't read my mind. I'm undefined. I'm just beginning, the pen's in my hand. Unending, unplanned, staring at the blank page before you. Open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. I break tradition, sometimes my tries are outside the lines. Yeah, we've been conditioned to not make mistakes, but I can't live that way. Oh, staring at the blank page before you. Open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. Staring at the blank page before you. Open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find. Reaching for something in the distance, still close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. The rest is still unwritten. The rest is still unwritten. That was Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield, and I played it straight from the charts of the Morristown Uke Jam. So take the link in the video description, download the free ukulele song sheet, grab your own ukulele, and you can play right along with this video. And if you'll be anywhere near Morristown, New Jersey, come out and play with us. In just a moment, I'll do a basic tutorial covering everything I just played. At the very end, I'll do a slow motion close-up play along that you might find helpful. But right now, if you like the video, please like the video with a thumbs up. If you want lots more, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you want over 1,000 more free downloadable ukulele song sheets, each one with a link to its own free video tutorial and play along just like this one, then check out our Dropbox and then come play. Okay, first off, let me say the charm. Well, I like lots of things about this song, but the thing that made me wonder if I was going to be able to do it in a fashion that wasn't lame was this. When I figured out how to do that, I'm like, oh, good, then I can do this song and it'll be cool. But if you're a beginner, now that I just said, accused you of being lame, no. If you're a beginner and you just can't do that, and especially if you're playing along with somebody who is doing that. For the intro, the verses, every place where I say, you know, F riff, because it's just an F. That's what it is. I'm doing variations on an F. What you can do is just down strum. It'll be a lot more boring, but it won't be wrong. It won't. So, if you're going to play on your own, and you're a beginner, I just suggest, you know, do a short intro. Just, I am unwritten. And you can just do like that. And it's the right chord, and it works. And like I said, if you're playing along with somebody else or a group that is doing this, nobody will even know. You'll be harmonizing and playing background. You'll be the rhythms person. So it's just fine to play it that way if you like to. But here's how I did it. So I've got an F formed. I have to, in order to do it clearly, I have to sort of scrunch my hand all the way up here because I'm actually taking my ring finger and doing that. So first of all, the arpeggio I'm doing is just the 3 strings closest to the floor. That's it. I'm not using my thumb at all in this. Right? So the 4th string, the G here, I'm not touching it. So I'm forming a F just because if you accidentally hit it, at least it'll be the right note, you know. But then what I'm doing, again, all I'm doing with this is that. But so the first is the straight F, and then I put my ring finger down and do a pull off. That's what I want you to hear. So. Right? It's I've got it down when I pluck, and then I pull it off so you hear the second note. So, and then same finger, ring finger. Sorry, I screwed it up. That's called a hammer-on, where you can hear 2 notes. What I actually want you to hear is, but I want you to hear it one at a time. So, like that. So, again, the whole thing is, and then the last one is a pull-off from there. That's it. And honestly, the hardest thing about that is singing at the same time as you're playing. If you got 2 people, one who can sing better than me, I hope, and one who can play it, then ideal. You don't have to worry about screwing up your playing while you're singing. I found this difficult to sing along with and play correctly. It took some practice for me. So anyway, that's the intro and all the verses. Now and that was just an F. So I had basically 2 different kinds of strumming after that. One in the pre-chorus and one in the chorus and the outro and the bridge, whatever. But so the pre-chorus is mostly down strums, right? But I called it a 3rd beat strum because the emphasis is on the 3rd. The 3rd down. 1, 2, 3. And the way I'm giving that emphasis, I suppose I strum it a little bit harder, but I also use, like the first, I'm using 1 or 2 fingers, and then that, I'm using all 4 fingernails going across, and they're not going across immediately like that either. That sounds kind of thin, right? It's almost like a fan. You know, it's not quite a fan, but the idea is I just send them across like that so it sounds fuller without having to play it louder. So staring at the blank page before you. So it's down, down, strong down, down, up. That's it. Let the sun illuminate. Okay, now what about those chords? The chord transitions there. I'm starting with an F, which I already had from the verse, right? So I've got staring at the blank page before you. So I'm gonna bring my index finger over to the first string, first from the floor, and form that E flat. And then I'm gonna put it back and move both my fingers that are right next to each other there over to the D minor. Window, let the sun illuminate. Now, the way I do this, I bar the first fret, and I drop my pinky on the 4th fret for the C sharp. Make the words that you cannot find, and then the same thing again, F, E flat, D minor, and then at the end, and this is important because it creates a lot of drama, so close you can almost taste it, release your inhibitions. That's a Z, right? You're lightly touching the strings so that you can make percussive sounds and you won't actually hear a chord, right? So that way you keep the rhythm, you got something going on, the drum is still going, but it's almost a cappella, right? You just have the percussion, so reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it, release your inhibition. Sorry. I was singing it wrong. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. And then with the word skin, you come right in on that chord. So the first part of the chorus is always Z's. But then when you get to skin, it's a fuller, no pauses at all, 3rd beat strum. So it's still the 3rd beat strum, but basically, you're just going up and down, and you emphasize that 3rd one. Skin. Actually, I changed more chords more often, but that's the idea. It's the same 3rd beat. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and it's the same thing with the emphasis on the 3rd, but no pauses at all, which makes it a fuller strum. It sounds like, oh, all the backup singers and the rest of the band came in. It's a fuller sound. That's the idea. The chord transitions in that chorus, I got that D minor. Again, you went from a Z to D minor. Then G minor, you're going to move, these two are at least in the right shape. You're going to move them over one string and drop a 3rd for that G minor. And then I'm going to move my, I guess my middle finger's in the right place, but I'm going to move my index finger over to cover 2 strings. And I've got my B flat, kind of curl my index finger up so I get to the F, drop a finger for D minor, again G minor, B flat, and then the G minor 7, you're just going to pick up a finger. Can speak the words on your, and the same thing again, lips, bend yourself in words unspoken, live your life open. Where the book begins, same thing, the Z. The rest is still unwritten. Sorry. So for the first verse, you go back into that riff. Later, you sometimes skip the last line and go right into a second chorus, right? So you just jump right into it with no pause, and you kind of have to hurry to get there. The segue is, actually, there's two remaining things to talk about. One is the segue, where it goes from that D riff, or the F ref rather, to a B flat. And all I'm doing, I do one time through the riff, just like it's tabbed out in the intro. So I screwed it up. All I'm doing is plucking 1st and 2nd strings and the 3rd on that F. So right to staring, right to that pre-chorus again. And then the outro. In the outro, I didn't know how to describe the strum because it was a weird kind of a rhythm. It's the rest is still unwritten. It's like bum ba da dum bum. You hit bum. That's the rhythm. So the rest is still unwritten. I'm screwing it up now. It's a closed G shape. It's a B flat is all it is. So if you're a beginner, you can just play the B flat. You can just play it like that. And that's fine. But if you want more drama, I'm playing a closed G shape, right? Like this would be a G, a closed D. That was an open, closed, so... And then I drop down to the standard B flat, so... And that's it. Do that like, I don't know, 6 times or something like that in the outro, and that's all there is to the song. One more thing, if you're having a hard time with this, there's another way to do it, which sounds equally good, or at least almost, if you're playing a low G. Doesn't sound as good on a high G like I'm playing, but if it's my dog has fleas, if that's the kind of thing you're playing, just bar the 5th fret, and now I'm only going to be playing the 3 strings closest to the ceiling, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th string. But, see, again, you know, that would sound better if it was low, but... You might have an easier time doing that than the other, and again, especially if you're playing a low G. Go for it. Okay, now I'm going to do a slow motion close-up play along from the intro through the first chorus. Most of the rest of the song is duplicated after that. And I'm going to have it be a close-up on my hands, because you don't need to see my face. Follow along if you think it'll be helpful. In slow motion, here we go. 5, 6, 7, and... Can't read my mind. I'm undefined. I'm just beginning. The pen's in my hand. Ending unplanned. Staring at the blank page before you. Open up the dirty window. Let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. You release your inhibition. Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken. Live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten. That's it. See you Wednesday. Bye.